Hello, everybody. I'm so sorry that I kept you guys. Sorry, I was trying to set up everything. Um, yeah, it's getting better. It's getting better. So, you're welcome, my people. I greet every one of you. Yeah. So, I said let's talk about this topic. I like to ask you guys what you would want me to talk about. And when I asked that question, this was, what everybody was saying that they would want to talk about. I said, okay, why not? We have to talk about, you are the ones that are the audience. So we have to talk about what you want us to talk about. Just a second. Yeah, so I know the music is not coming through. So I want to greet everyone that is on YouTube. So I could, fix it that I can broadcast at the same time on YouTube. So I greet you all if you're joining us on YouTube. You're welcome. So, I've been absent in a lot of ways on YouTube, but I hope that I'll be able to incorporate it here. So, yeah. Yeah. Just a second. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know which video I want to use, but yeah, there were some. Okay, I don't know yet. So I greet every one of you that is joining us once again. Thank you so much. I'm trying to remove the music. Okay, I got it. I got it. Yeah, got it. Got it. Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to another live video. Thank you so much. So this video, I'm streaming it on 3 platforms at the same time. So I welcome every one of you. Thank you so much. So we are getting better, guys. We are, elevating and uplifting ourselves. So according to the suggestions that you made, admin, I cite you. Thank you so much. Good evening. Thank you for all you do. I appreciate you. Greetings, Ezioku. Abu, I greet you. Charles, I greet you. You're welcome. Michael Sanchez, I greet you. Thank you so much. Good evening, Wakego. I greet you. Hey, Uche Duru from YouTube. I cite you, my brother. You're welcome. Yeah, so I've been absent on YouTube. So, guys, I tell you guys I have also a YouTube channel, but somehow I was not able to keep up because doing videos on Facebook and then going back to YouTube to do it's just only me. So I couldn't keep up. So what I did was I posted some of the videos I did on Facebook, and then I do some kind of on-demand videos, but because of the time constraint I was not able to actually do videos for YouTube. So I thank God that I'm able to incorporate everything together. So yeah, so I thank every one of you for joining me once again. Happy Sunday to you all. And I thank everyone that is sending me stars on this tool that I'm using. I'm not seeing who is sending me stars. So if you send me stars, and I hope you send me stars, I appreciate you. Please, admin, help me to love the people, send love to the people that send me stars. So I appreciate you guys. You're welcome. Yeah, and please don't forget to share the program. Share. So in this video today, I want us to talk about, Peter Obi versus the Biafra agitator. So I made a suggestion. I was like, is there anyone, is there any topic that you really want us to talk about? And a lot of people were saying something in that direction. So I now thought about the video that Ijele posted yesterday, which we shared yesterday, and a lot of people were not happy about that video. I did share the video, just kind of wrote about what happened. So actually, we just kind of made mention of the difficulty that is going on in regard to this election, and the challenges that is going to be there, because obviously there is a divide. And I remember a few days ago, um, Okulora, he does videos, and he said something about people who are supporting Peter Obi and people who are looking for freedom. And, guy, were they angry? They were so angry, and they made videos about him, and, they just kind of took him to the drain, if you will. And then he had to do another video to apologize. So, it became glaring that there's a very serious divide. And so there are people who are, their usual no referendum, no election. It seems like there are that group that are there. And then there are also the group that are tired of all these inanities, and they see supporting Obi as the next big thing, as the next logical, reasonable thing to do. So what is going to be the solution? You understand? Um, you know, so what is going to be the solution? So that's what the issue is now. So for those of you, I think I can share the video that I was talking about, that Ijele did posted. So let me share that video again. um Are you seeing the video? So it's happening in I'm just showing it straight from Facebook. So you can see they are saying it's happening in Isiweke. You can see is Ishiweke, and that's Peter Obi's people who have a campaign blog. So the question now is, what do they want now? You understand? What is it that they want now? So if there's something like this is going on, and the people are not even freely are allowed to, do the campaigning and the electioneering in the southeast, if there is this kind of hindrance. And I've seen another threat that they were threatening anybody that will come out and do election, like that they are going to deal with that person. So they are saying it. You understand me? They are saying it, but the question now is, what is going to be the solution? You understand? What is going to be the solution? So a lot of people are like I'm trying very much not to put myself in this election, like to say I'm pro this person, I'm pro this person, because I'm just looking at the whole thing, and the whole thing is fired up. And election and politics is about as divisive as it can get during electioneering. So I don't have the energy to keep up with that. So I just like, okay, I'm going to support a centric position that everybody will get their way and, have their reason to support anybody that they want to support. You understand? Without making it my team to say this is my candidate or anything like that. But today, a lot of people want us to talk about this divide. So the question now is, is Obi seeing this as something that, is going to hamper his election in the Southeast? And if people who are going about doing any form of election, we saw something close to this during the build up to the election in Anambra State, and we saw what happened. Even this Chike Akunyili, the husband of Dora Akunyili, he was taken down in the build up to that election. I remember there was a brother. He was in a vehicle with ABGA insignia, and something like this happened to him. They put it on fire, and that was it. So they are already saying it. They are already saying it, that this is what they are going to do. You understand me? So, what is the guarantee now that not even just that Obi, for example, that other candidates will also be able to go into the Southeast and also do campaign and vie for election. So there's a school of thought among the Biafra people that this is like the last call. They just need to pull through. Like, that Biafra is almost there. It's almost there. You remember Otelewu, Oteluda is even at the back of my as behind me as I'm talking. So, this election is just going to be in the way. So they should not just do anything about this election. They should just, go for it. Go for it. And Ijele still shared a video today where they were showing the meeting that they are having in UK, and they are talking about fund, that they need fund to give those boys that they put in the bush. So these are people that are living in the UK, in America, actively supporting this thing, and they want it to really go down. So I hope you guys understand what is going on. You understand? So I don't even know what to say per se, other than to ask, do you think this election we hold in the Southeast? Do you really think this election we hold in the Southeast? Because now that they are now targeting each other, you that you are fighting for freedom and you that you are supporting Obi, is them versus them. You understand? And we are still talking about the ones that are in the bush. We are still talking about the ones that are taking people for money. We are still talking about the ones that are buying people, say you are Sabo, you are not Sabo. So everything is coming together to a place that is highly, highly conflicted. Good evening, G. Simon. You're welcome. Good evening. You understand? So, yeah. I don't know if anybody wants to give an opinion on what they think. I can invite you, and you can join and share your thoughts with us. Good evening, Saliu. I greet you. Yeah, so I have shared the link. So if you want to come on, you can come in and tell us what you think. Udoka said what they have done was to threaten others, to threaten other candidates from campaigning in the South. It was a strategic movement. No, it was not just only other candidates, even among themselves. Among themselves, they are still telling themselves that if you go and do anything election, just like what happened before Anambra election, that's what is going to happen to you. They are saying it now. They are saying it that I hope you know that this is what is awaiting you. That whether you are inside that motor, whatever, that they are going to deal with you from there. So not only outsiders, even among themselves, they are saying it. You understand? Hey, I can see our brother Chimeze. You're welcome. So let me bring our brother to yeah. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening to everyone listening to Blessed Dawn, and I'm wishing everyone a fruitful Sunday. Once again, thank you for bringing up such an interesting but controversial topic for discourse. It's something we cannot shy away from. Now, this very issue, my brother, I call him my brother, Ijele has touched so much on it. And in time past, you have as well. And I will try to discuss what political capital is all about.
Yeah.
And political goodwill. Now, once again, thank you. Most of the Southeasterners who claim to be obedient, they say charity begins at home.
Yeah.
They need to take the lead in this conversation. But unfortunately, they are shying away. If I could be honest with myself, from what I've seen so far on social media,
yeah,
even other regions and states that is doing the groundwork for the obedient movement.
Yeah.
I'm not a supporter of Obi. I don't belong to Labour Party.
Okay.
Let me make this clear. If I have any candidates for this election, for the presidential election, is Rabiu Kwankwaso. That is my choice. I made that decision. So I'm not part of Obi.
Okay.
Now, while we are seeing other regions, the other day it was Cross River, Nasarawa. They are doing. I think the last that was done in Cross River so was the fitness walk.
Okay.
Igbo person should be honest to themselves. What did we see 2 weeks ago? These IPOB guys demonstrating against election in the Southeast. Only to vote on
Hausa.
Now, where are the elites? Where are the intellectuals? Where are these monitoring spirits on social media who always come to somebody's page to say, why are you not, why are you against Peter Obi? They are seeing those who are clearly against him from the word go. IPOB has put up, now, they should even be, who are those born in INEC offices in the Southeast? It's not me. It's the bingos. Everybody knows this. We can't keep lying to ourselves. Who are those? Now, let us ask ourselves questions as Southeasterners. Has there been any place where Peter Obi movement or, let me say, branded van has been vandalized? Not to even talk about setting ablaze. It's still in the Southeast. Are we ready for conversation? Ndi Igbo, are you people? Are we ready to have an honest discussion? Are we ready to tackle this thing from the root cause of it? At the end of the day, you see them all over. One part of them is saying election. Now, even I don't know if you've seen a video of somebody that calls himself Biafra, whatever, threatening Peter Obi. They wouldn't see that. They would turn a blind eye.
Exactly. Yeah, I've seen it too.
Now, where are those people who ran with the dot nation theory? When the president made a comment, where are the clergymen? Where are the celebrities? Where are the pastors? Time to become vocal, they've all gone missing. Because Buhari said, they are cycling the dots. The aura and the dot nation. Where are the dot nation? Are they not seeing the damage your own people are doing to yourselves?
Yeah.
Sorry that my voice is a little bit loud, because sometimes, to be honest, I always say to myself, I wish I can wake up one day and shut my mind anything relating to Nigeria and the Southeast. But I cannot. It's my country of birth. It's a place I grew up. I'm an Igbo by tribe, for goodness sake. So it is difficult for me. Most times I'm even troubled, even if I don't stay in the environment. Now, most of them will try to deny these things. And they tell you, I had a conversation with somebody yesterday, and he was telling me, now the can is not responsible for what is happening. I said, what are you telling me? Then why would you sue a pharmaceutical company because the product harmed you? Why? Why are people taking a litigation against tobacco companies because of their loved ones died out of cancer from cigarette consumption? Then why do you think? I asked him a question. Do you know Charles Taylor is in Hague? His first son is in Hague. He said no. I said, go and Google it. Then why should Charles Taylor be held responsible? Then why are you people saying Buhari will go and face ICC? There is so much dishonesty. There is so much deceit. Not until the elite, not until everybody begin to sing from the same hymn sheet, not until we call a spade, not until we say this is the root cause. What we are suffering today is based on that Biafra criminality resonated again by Wazirike.
Yeah.
there is nothing different from what is happening now than what happened in time of Wazirike. The difference is social media. The difference is people are beginning to disseminate this thing via social media, via WhatsApp, via electronic form. 2006 census, did we participate? What was the narration sold to us? Ban Ki-moon is coming to give you Biafra. Did they not go about asking people, is this the first time we are losing our young generation to this Biafra criminality? Starting from the days of Ojukwu. Sometimes when I see what is happening, I even think the blood of Ifajuna is crying for vengeance. It is time, they begin to go and ask the deities, because it is not ordinary. On the same criminality, Ojukwu killed Ifajuna. If you ask me now in my own little mind, I will say the blood of Ifajuna is crying for vengeance. And so many blood will cry for vengeance. People that are being buying in cold blood, their blood will cry for vengeance. The land will cry for vengeance. We are not getting out of this any soon. Not today, not tomorrow, not in the next 10 years. And everyone is keeping quiet. What are we keeping quiet for? All these people that are crying political solution, now they are seeing what the damage. This thing has been institutionalized. It has been, it has been embedded in some people's DNA. In as much as when you look what is happening, the videos on social media, the Obi movement, it is more strong outside of the Southeast. And what do we have in the Southeast? People threatening people, burning INEC offices, people making videos. And today, this elite, they wouldn't want to tackle the center of gravity. I mean, just like coming on social media to speak. I'm not
like somebody is writing here, Okoli a favor. She said, or he, I don't know, he said, what I know is that Peter Obi is the next president of Nigeria. Neither you nor anyone else can do anything about it. You all can keep on having sleepless nights when you hear the name Peter Obi. It's exactly what you are saying now, So what are we doing?
You see,
we are even telling you that give peace a chance, allow the Southeast to have the peace that it needs for election to go on. And you are saying whatever we do, what are we doing?
Now, let me say to that person, whether he or she, between now and February, which will be the election, things are bound to change. I only sympathize with their emotions. If Peter Obi lose the election, they will go about crying, marginalization. The metrics are bound to change. Today, now, are they even watching what is happening within the political landscape? How many of them have strong followership? I respect their effort, I respect their enthusiasm, I respect their zeal. But now look at politicians, they are returning back to their parties. For example, look what's happening in Rivers State. The politician has gone back to PDP from APC. These people can generate block votes. If it comes to tampering, let us not take away the Nigerian factor out of this. If it comes to tampering or using the machineries, can they afford it?
I don't know. I like from my own observation, I feel like Obi is actually gaining momentum.
I'm not arguing that.
Obi is really gaining momentum because I've seen, when he goes to church or to places of worship, or when he was at the airport, when he was you can see the momentum. And I saw also a gathering in Nasarawa, so I feel like the momentum is picking up, but they are going to use their own hands to stop him by themselves.
Now, let me say this about the visiting religious house. It is his right. He's not the first, he's not the last. Goodluck Jonathan did it. In fact, practically all the churches been to, Goodluck Jonathan did the same. What was the end result?
Goodluck Jonathan was a sitting president,
You see?
It's a different ball game because Obi was not even in the first. It was not even, he was not even a contender. And all of a sudden, we have seen this momentum. So I feel like even comparing it to a sitting president like Goodluck Jonathan is actually very elevating because, he was nowhere. He was not even in the conversation.
I don't know if you're following what is happening in Biafra State. I'm saying from things I saw on social media. INEC brought out massive voter cards, over 40,000, right? On that very day, only 4 were collected. Most of these people now, do they have the PVCs? These are the questions we need to ask. At the end of the day, any person stands a chance of winning this election. But one fellow Nigerians, what will have come 2023 is general election, not just presidential election, right? And anybody can go and do their simple arithmetic politically without a two-third majority in the National Assembly.
Yeah.
He stands chance of being impeached. And most of them still in the euphoria. Let them ask themselves, let us go back to what can give someone a president. Can he win two-thirds of the majority? Can he win? I think Nigeria is 23% or so. There are zones he needs to win. At the end of the day, what I say to date, and I still maintain my stand, what we need more than ever in Nigeria now is institutions. None of the candidates is bringing anything different. None of them is saying these are the social compact program they will bring that can secure the Nigerian child, that can help struggling families.
I understand. I understand the fundamentals that none of them, will, do any magic, But I'm just saying that, given the situation on ground.
Just give me 2 minutes. Let me just put out what I want to say. Now, the same Peter Obi is calling Atiku his boss. Do they think Peter Obi is prepared to fight the powers that be in Nigeria? The answer is no. It's as simple as ABCD. What we need now is a complete change from the norm.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if we want to be fair, anything we are attributing to Peter Obi, we can actually attribute it to the other candidates because they are all, for me personally, I would say all have sinned, So, you understand me? So I feel like, like if you say, like normally if this is your candidate, you are going to be pro. However, you understand me? Push him. You are going to be pro, and if you are not for him, you are going to use everything you find below the bed. You go for it, But that's what people don't understand. You understand?
This is where we need to grow up within this space. Most of them need to understand politics comes with so much propaganda, smearing. The opponent looks at every debt to throw at you. Look at America, Obama's time. They went and brought up his right of citizenship. If he was born in America or not. If he's a citizen or not. Same thing happens in United Kingdom. Theresa May, they went and brought... Now, let me even go back to the most fierce election they had. The one that, saw Gordon Brown lost as a prime minister. They brought propaganda that even Gordon Brown left an interview without his mic being properly disconnected and called one of the audience a bigoted voter. And it echoed. Politics is tough. Everybody's looking at whatever they can bring. Most of them today, when they speak about their candidate, they get upset. But they are the one mimicking the health of the APC candidates. It's all about political banter. But what I'm saying, us as the electorate, us as the ordinary Nigerian, we need to understand if there's any war we need to wage, it's a class war, not against ourselves.
Yeah.
These people at the top echelon, they have each other's number. They block the same WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
They protect each other's interests.
Yeah.
They are trying to strangulate the next Nigerian for having a different opinion or supporting a candidate which is not your choice. There's no need for it.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I feel like going after the health, using the health status of a candidate is actually it's not even that low. It's not. I feel like it's not low. It's expected, because this is going to be the toughest job, and if you are vying for it, your fitness needs to be questioned. I don't even see it as being low, honestly, and. It has to be questioned, that we see it, for example, when American people are like Trump, you see them going for medical checkup, releasing their status to the people to say, look at how fit I am or something like that. So if this is what they have, they can they are free to use it.
Someone should say I should stop displaying my ignorance. I wish you could come on video. Let's have a conversation. You should stop hiding behind kid pad. You see, one thing he needs to
No,
understand.
no, I get the point that Henry is making. I actually get his point, I get the point he's making because it's very clear to him. I'm just trying to, kind of even it out, kind of just evening it out. Like the point you are making is very, very okay, it's very, obvious. But you have to also consider the other side, you understand? Because I feel like everybody have their own bingo in all this thing we
See,
are looking at now,
now,
and the bingos are ready to bite and back, like it
you
doesn't
know,
matter.
I will say this with all due respect. What most of them, moreover, those of us in diaspora, we are not being honest. What we lack in Nigeria is institutions. The current American president had a health challenge even prior to the election. Is known. The only thing people could argue, maybe if they are trying to not disclose if he has an aligned or aligning health issue, but that doesn't stop him from contesting.
I mean, it's obvious that he has a serious health issue.
That is
It's
it.
obvious, but I'm just looking at it this way, that if you want to be the president of Nigeria, or for example, or any country, you understand, you expect that your life will be thrown out there, everything about you, your children,
Absolutely.
everything, nothing is out of the table. And from what I've seen, like Obi was coming from nowhere, and we are looking at it that, like he doesn't have any structure, and he doesn't, like he is not even part of what is going on. And we have seen a steady acceleration of that on ground. Like from my own observation, I'm looking at what happened in Nasarawa. I'm looking at what happened in Cross River. You understand? It's not on social media. I'm seeing what happened at Dunamis Church. I'm seeing what happened at RUCC. I mean, I'm just giving example, and I've seen what happened at the airport where he's being received. I'm not saying he's a saint. I'm just saying my observation, what I'm seeing on ground. And to be fair, like you said, we need institutions, but there are no institutions right now.
That
And
is it.
somehow they have taught the people that somebody from your tribe has to be there so that you will not have a problem again. Someone from your tribe has to have been a president for life to be good for you. Or someone from your region has to have been president before. So this is something that was taught to the people, and everybody is fighting for their own people to become that president. So
Now,
it's like what I told them before. I'm sorry, let me just
yeah.
complete what I wanted to say. When I told them before, like when APC was coming, nobody knows that APC was going to be a major party in Nigeria. It was coming strongly as an opposition. You understand me? So, and it was able to overtake and become a major party. And imagine if our people didn't lose their minds over the loss of Goodluck Jonathan, and continue to build on their political party and on their political gains, and consolidate on one party and go forth from there. Imagine where they will be today. So I feel like what is happening with Obi, regardless of his person, or the baggage and all that, I feel like it's a good thing for the Igbo people politically, because now from nowhere they are kind of using another party that is not a major party to kind of galvanize into the center. But unfortunately, this dichotomy we are seeing now, this divide of people who are supporting Obi, people who are looking for freedom among the Southeasterners, are actually going to undermine him if nothing is done now. You understand? Because those people who are doing the freedom fraud, they don't want to lose out. This is my own observation. So I feel like it's a good thing. And at the end of the day, maybe for the first time, we may be seeing an election that will not be conclusive, an election that there may have to be a runoff, an election that maybe there will not be a complete 25%. But you cannot do that if you are fighting yourself, if you are buying yourself, if you are threatening people who are doing election in the Southeast, if you are threatening people who want to come to the Southeast to campaign. Because every person that will win, we need 25% also from the Southeast. And now you are saying you don't even want other candidates to come to the Southeast. And you don't also want people from the Southeast to even do campaign or do election. So invariably, you want to make the Southeast a permanent minority. And who is going to cry for it again when the time comes? Who is going to cry for it? Because if they succeed in making the Southeast a complete minority, like exclusively, because I think they need how many states they need? 26, Abby? 26 states.
I can't remember vividly, but you just touched earlier that he needs to win a certain percentage from each region.
And they can actually maneuver that without the Southeast if they continue like this, if nothing is done.
Unfortunately, what I would say from my experience here, everything I need, I access it from my borrow. Right? Nigeria do not have institutions. But I don't know how much I can emphasize this. There's no social compact program in place. Beyond, personally, it would be good if a party outside of APC and PDP can produce the presidency. That would alter the political space. But then again, the question is, can a party without a two-thirds majority in the National Assembly stand the order of the day? That is something no one is asking. But be that as it may, now, one thing I see as a Nigerian is what we need is institutions beyond electing officials. Because without institutions, we are going nowhere. Now, if you ask the average Nigerian, people are tired of the system, people are fed up of the corruption and everything. But these things fly because of no institutions.
Yeah.
Now, most Nigerians need to ask a question. A country where the Accountant General of the Federation can see to the tune of 85 billion. What does that tell an ordinary man?
Yeah.
There's vulnerability all over the place. At the end of the day, we need to understand, for me, I've understood something like the 2011 election in United Kingdom. Nick Clegg, then he was running for the Lib Dem. What do you call him? David Cameron for the Conservative, then Eddie Miliband for the Labour. Nick Clegg made a pledge. Then they were trying to increase the tuition fee for home students. He promised never to increase it. That was the year the British had a hung parliament. After the election, what happened next? They increased everything. I've come to realize, personally, I don't trust politicians. They promise to build bridges where there are no rivers. And a country like Nigeria without institutions, voting a best candidate cannot bring the change you desire. What you need is that institutions. What we need above everything is a social compact program so that a fellow Nigerian will not see the next Nigerian as a source of income.
Yeah.
If I have a problem today, if I fall on hard times, I lose my job, I will pick up my laptop and I sign up to Universal Credit. I produce information and they can pay me in advance. They will pay they will make sure my family don't go hungry. I don't have to go knock on anybody's door for any food. In America, they call it food stamps. There's social security in America. What do we have in Nigeria? The answer is zero, nothing. How do we talk about putting laws in place that the Nigerian child cannot be going about hawking pure waters? How do we secure? Now, if we have a system in place, 80%, I'm not saying 100%, of the Nigerian problem will be taken care of.
Yeah.
Vote impeachment will disappear on its own naturally. Because, who would want to sell their vote anymore?
Yeah.
All we want is to elevate a conversation. Today, what I'm seeing all over the place, nothing is even issue-based.
Yeah.
The election is still far to come. At the end of the day, most of them are not even asking if Nigeria has an institution. By now, they should be questioning INEC. INEC, how come about that we are seeing voters cards being dumped on gutters?
Yeah.
Each voter's card has a serial number. Each voter's card has each PVC has an identifier.
Yeah.
Why are we not having organizations? Maybe why is the Senate not even investigating? If they pick up those voters cards, they can tell the actual INEC office or center that produced those cards, even the people on duty. Why are people not questioning? How come See these things on social media, and I ask myself, what is going on? This should be the concern of every Nigerian.
Yeah.
Last week, Biafra, INEC, they opened, the doors for people to come collect their voters card. Out of 40,000 voters card, only 4 were collected for the day. And now there's an argument that over 7 million Nigerians have not yet registered.
Yeah.
Nobody's question. I will say this in closing: the burden of 2023 rests on the shoulders of INEC.
Yeah.
Whatever problem we're having is based on that institution, be it Tinubu's age, be it his certificate. We had issue with Buhari. If these institutions were strong, I mean, they will trash it out. They will disqualify candidates.
Yeah.
Let the party to produce another candidate.
Yeah.
Because there are no institutions. I hope most of them can understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
I'm not anti-Nigerian.
Yeah.
I'm a Nigerian, but all I'm saying, from my experience in Europe, in every country, institution make the difference. Without the institution, Boris Johnson wants to mess up the parliament. He refused to go.
Yeah.
Without the institution, Donald Trump wants to mess up the American democracy.
And even people who participated in that January 6th.
Capital. What now? We've seen I think Senator Omar Obi, he's contesting election, but this was a senator that brought talks into the National Assembly to steal the maize.
Yeah.
That is the situation of the National Assembly.
Yeah.
If there were institutions, I mean, people need to wake up. Look at a judge from, I think, Cross River State or Akwa Ibom, sentenced a lawyer for simply observing that 2 armed security men were in the courtroom, who shouldn't be. This should be the concern of everyone. There is no institutions in Nigeria. Whether you elect me, you elect anybody, it wouldn't make a difference.
Yeah.
It wouldn't make a difference. That is just a simple thing.
Yeah.
Not until we build institutions. What we have is just strong men. Not until we build institutions. We've gone to bed as Nigerians, we've woken up, we've seen the way, okay, now, if there were institutions, how can a chief judge of Nigeria, I think, Watonage, be removed in such a manner?
Yeah.
Despite the allegation, they need to follow due process. What has been I mean, people need to wake up. Because of the institution, that is why anybody can arrest you, dump in police station for days.
For decades even, yeah.
These things don't fly.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm looking at it that I get what you are saying, but be that as it may, one of these people are going to emerge.
Absolutely.
One of these people are going to emerge. And we are talking about that possibility of one of them emerging and the road to that emergence,
If you ask me, INEC has violated the integrity of elections in Nigeria. Forget about credible election. The process itself has been violated. Which of us, now most of them here are supporting either APC or PDP. Which of you would apply for a job and you cannot produce your NYC discharge or what do they call it, exemption certificate, and they offer you that job?
Yeah.
And we're having issues in time past. It's a simple question. Buhari, where's your result? He's bringing 16 sons. And today you're seeing the likes of Festus Kayamo trying to defend what is obviously, you cannot defend it. As at 1929, schools has been enrolling people. We shouldn't have this conversation if there were institutions. Now, most of them should even ask themselves, can INEC conduct a credible election? That is where my concern.
I feel like your conversation is a little bit above the topic of this video. You are going way above. Like, I get you, but I'm still rudimentary here, because at the end of the day, this is where we are at, and this is the reality we have right now. That these people who are on the ballot have been accepted as the candidates by the institution that we have right now, as flawed as it is. Are you getting me?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So we have to work with what we have, hoping that in time everything will evolve. you know. And for me, seeing that, Obi, whatever we think about him, whatever anybody believes about him, you understand, or his past, or his, antecedents, he has played a part that is seeing Igbo people, being part of the politics instead of being on the sides and crying and lamenting. And I think it should be encouraged, because it's kind of showing them where they could be, where they could have been since 1999. Since we went into this political phase, Igbo people were on the side crying for their loss.
Mm-hmm.
Ekweme did not participate. Oh, they were crying for that. Then Wazirike came on the heels of Ekweme's, losing that presidential candidacy. And now Jonathan came on the heels of Jonathan losing. We see Nnamdi Kanu coming up again. So I'm looking at it now that maybe this will be a pointer to them that, if we can focus and be part of this Nigerian politics, however flawed it is, it's still human beings that are in charge of it. And you
Absolutely.
can also be that human being. And if the party you are running on today is not a major party, it can also become a major party. That possibility is there. I feel like this is something I'm looking at, and I feel like this is something that we are seen in this election. But of course, the devil that they have already planted in the form of all these freedom frosters are going to be a very big hindrance if nothing is being done, because they will be looking at it and say, oh, it's a small thing, oh, it's not anything. But before you, INEC offices are being attacked. INEC personnel are being harmed. You understand me? Campaign vehicles are being set ablaze, and you are not addressing that. So where you are supposed to have as a base to go
And,
forth from, it's already under siege.
on top of that, they're on social media threatening to fight Obi. They will not see those ones. You see them making videos threatening. Like you said it all. We need to get better at politicking at the
Yeah,
center.
yeah,
And it has come all clearing that what we need is to be patient.
yeah,
I'll say the Scottish National Party was formed in 1945.
yeah,
It wasn't until 2015 they started having a stronger voice in Scotland,
yeah.
right? It wasn't the Sinn Féin, Northern Ireland. It wasn't until May 2022 that they won practically all the municipal election in Northern Ireland, and they've been in existence over 3 decades.
Exactly.
The only thing I will say on this, in Nigeria, no political party is grounded on ideology. We are still at the peripheral, but we can do better.
Yeah.
Like rightly said, everybody should have that question: what if?
Yeah.
Not when.
When.
What if Labour did not win election?
Yeah.
Will the Southeast go up in flames?
Yeah.
That's my concern as a person.
Yeah. Yeah.
Will it go up in flames?
Yeah, that's the danger of this fire brigade approach. Obi or nothing. So when it's not Obi, you go into another frenzy like after Jonathan or after Ekweme. And I hope we can have this conversation so that, they can understand that you can build and it can take years, and it can be an ongoing process.
That
You
is
are
it.
very correct. Yeah. Ijele, I've shared the link. You can use the link. Ijele, share the link. Yeah.
And unfortunate thing is that most scholars, most people from the Southeast, they are all keeping quiet, even if they can see the clear danger where it's pointed at. We can also, for goodness sake, like I said earlier on this broadcast, we've seen the obedient movement flourishing outside of the Southeast. What are we seeing in the Southeast? Taking Obi campaign van, setting it ablaze. People coming out on social media threatening, people demonstrating. I have not seen any obedient movement within the Southeast. All I see was group of miscreants, the same this problem, demonstrating, and people are applauding them. Only to vote on Hausa.
Mm.
You know, at the end of the day, we cannot have it both sides.
Yeah.
It's either, people need to wake up. People need to even study what is going on with PDP as a party. They
Yeah.
are all after their interest. Myself as a Nigerian, my concern is for the ordinary Nigerian, not
Yeah.
for these politicians. Because at the end of the day, they care less about the ordinary Nigerian.
Yeah.
Every one of them has occupied one position or the other. How did they better the lot of the ordinary Nigerian?
Yeah.
How did they put a law in place that can get, for example, I believe they should have like in UK, they call it the student loan program, which
Mm.
in most countries, in advanced countries,
Yeah.
they can put some program in place. We shouldn't have the issue of the next Nigerian child going hungry, not knowing
Mm.
where the next meal will come from. What about the struggling families? What about those who do not have access to good health? Why don't we begin to focus that, why can't we have at least in each, like here it is, in each borough, there's a hospital in each borough. I mean, like of higher standard, the NHS hospital. But I'm afraid the same thing is not in Abia State. Some local governments don't have hospitals.
Yeah. Yeah. There was a video that BBC Igbo did, and there was a village that they didn't even have a road leading into it. Like it was a village, so no school, no health facility, nothing. And during election, they will find a way to bring, election materials to them. Yeah.
We should be concerned about schools. What are the state of the schools within your local government?
Hmm.
Because at the end of the day, you can, like here, you have to attend a school within your borough, even within your postcode as a group it. They like group it within your postcode.
Yeah, and Magdalene also made a comment. She was like, Obi's momentum is seen among Christians. Basically, we are seeing it. Basically, it's almost like a Christian movement. So, and we don't have like a majority Muslim country. It's spread out. So, what about the non-Christians? You understand? But I think that's a conversation for another day.
Yeah,
I think that's a conversation for another day. Yeah.
I'll give the Nigerian youth the credit. At least they've identified one thing.
Yeah.
They leaders, no longer politicians.
Yeah.
Now they want to elect leaders, no longer politicians. I give them that credit.
Yeah.
Right. But these elections can go either way. If you ask me, my opinion, my concern is more with INEC.
Yeah.
If nobody is worried that today we are seeing voters' cards in their numbers dumped on gutters and nobody's questioning that.
And nobody is questioning. Yeah, I was going to do a video on those voters' card. Maybe I'll just do a short video because it's troubling, that they are showing this dumping and nobody's saying anything about it. Like, even if they want to do away with it, that will not be on the street. But then, I feel like maybe is these freedom fraudsters that gathered it, these freedom fraudsters that gathered it, when they were saying bring the voters card, there's nothing like election, and now they are kind of bringing it out to dump it.
There was one, somebody showed, he said it's in Port Harcourt. What I'm saying in essence is this: not just myself is seeing this on social media. Most of these senators and members of House of Rep and honorables of House of Assemblies, they have social media aides, and they come across these things. They have family members who will bring this thing to their attention. By now, they should call INEC to come and explain. And at least, each voter's card has a unique identifier. It has a serial number. It has a barcode. So it is something they can pick up and they say, this particular set of voter's card, we are from this particular INEC office. They can even trace it to the particular machines that produced it.
Yeah.
We need to get better things, but most of it, because this is Nigeria, is acceptable. I mean, it is worrisome to me as a person. I see everybody, we're eager to have a better Nigeria. But like 2 days ago, Biafra, out of 40,000 voters card, only 4 were collected. And another thing Nigerians need to say is this.
Only 4?
Only 4.
Wow.
Now, another thing is this. INEC should have a portal where people can do their self-registration. Yeah. We want to come down under the sun to register.
Yeah.
We
It's
are not
so
under,
archaic, yeah.
you know, I mean, INEC has a server. They have an IT department. They should have for example, people can, register online for their jam forms, scratch that. INEC should create a portal, at least where majority Nigerians can go and register. And if you move residents, say for example, I don't know how the voting is done in Nigeria, but if I'm moving within the election period, I can only vote where I registered. So if I've relocated, you don't expect me to come back. INEC should make it easy that people can go there, every Nigerian, even that would even help every Nigerian to either have a national identification number, a Nigerian passport, because
Yeah.
we have details you need to impute,
Yeah.
so that people can easily go there and update their information.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
don't know what else to say. All
Yeah.
with Nigeria, for me, Nigeria need institutions. We need to get better at everything. It's not about political party. It doesn't matter who becomes the next president. All I care about, what sort of social program would they put in place?
Yeah.
That will make the next Nigerian generation not to go through what I went through as a child.
Yeah.
I sold matches, and the same thing is still repeating itself.
Yeah.
All this money these people are looting, left, right, and center, they can put these things into use.
Yeah.
Please let every Nigerian enjoy. The only time I ever got the Nigerian money was when I went for youth service. I don't know if it's something in Germany, but a struggling family, at least they will have shelter, they will have clothing. If their child is sick, they will have access to medicine. But does this thing happen in Nigeria? The answer is no. The answer is no.
Yeah. So somebody is writing, before you question the dump voters card, think of how many INEC offices that have been vandalized in the east. Why are we not seeing the dumping in the west and north? You can easily cross over to south and dump cards collected in the east. That's
Now,
also a valid point.
we are saying the same thing, but from different direction.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't want to keep repeating myself. Each of those cards can, it has a barcode, a serial number, or unique identifier that can even say the batch, that it came from. So these are things that INEC needs to come up, or even the National Assembly. By now, they should begin to question INEC. How did these things come about? At least they should be able to trace where these cards are coming from. Otherwise, most Nigerians will be disenfranchised. That is simple truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise, who knows if this is a policy from a political party to disenfranchise people. This is me just thinking out of the box. They need to give a better account of how voters' cards are being seen in bulk numbers on the streets, in gutters. Ma'am, I'll leave you now. Let me just.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your brilliant contribution. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, we lost our brother there. I'm seeing somebody here. Okay. So yeah, anybody that wants to join, you can also join. So the question, our brother was, making points from different places, and I feel like his point is kind of like in summary, but I'm just trying to be on the grassroots level and saying, when these disturbances are going on and these people are out to stop this election, or making it impossible for the election to have the needed impact, or to be carried out successfully, and nobody is talking about it. Nobody, somehow it's like, by not talking about it, the problem will go away by itself. That's what I'm seeing. It's like they're like, oh, let's not just talk about it. They are just a few miscreants. These people that are threatening people, these people that are attacking INEC people, these people that are burning election materials in the southeast, these people that are threatening other people not to come and participate in election, they are just a minority. Welcome, Ijele. Ijele is here. Let me add Ijele to the stream. Hey, oh. thank God, though. You're welcome,
you are my
Ijele.
teacher.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
so much.
Yeah,
Thank you
so
so much.
I'm just saying, like it's like this is a problem that is going on. There is a divide, and these people
What's wrong with your network? I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
yeah, it's back. Oh, oh, we lost Ijele. So, but there's somebody else here. Okay, Ijele is back. Ijele is back. Let me add Ijele back. Oh, Ijele, you're welcome back. Somebody else joined. Eze Chad. I don't know who Eze Chad is, but Ijele, do you want to say
I want
something?
to weigh in. I want to weigh in on your main topic,
Okay.
which is what you are saying. Let's not call stupidity an achievement. Let
Yeah.
us call this Peter Obi campaign what it exactly is.
Mm.
These people, there is nothing like planning or whatever. 2023 election at the presidential level is exactly an election of consolidation. People are consolidating on the foundation of their party.
Okay.
For instance, Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu was supposed to be Buhari's VP, but because of the structure of the ticket, the president, Christian president already. Now Osinbajo had to step in. Now APC respected their agreement of zoning the ticket to the south.
Okay.
And the moment that decision was made, Tinubu made that statement, Emilocon, that people who are not even members of APC are now carrying it on their head. They don't even know the origin of that word. He
Okay.
was telling them that it is the turn of the south,
Mm.
which is true.
Okay.
Then he said, in the south, is the turn of the southwest. Another true statement. Another true statement. Why? When they formed APC, it was Tinubu that used his money to conquer the southwest.
Yeah.
There is no one who will doubt that. Governors, senators, all his boys, all his boys.
Mm.
Now, number of House of Reps, number of senators from the south. APC gets highest from the southwest. Now, you are not going to leave the place that was loyal to you. This is 2023 is another campaign of loyalty.
Okay.
The most loyal part was given. Then he said, when it comes to the southwest, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Now, I need a president that knows his right, that will stake his claim to his right and see it to finish. At a point, the word sounded arrogant, but then he delivered on it. Then that is pride,
Mm.
and it's not a negative thing. People out of jealousy can say anything they like. If you are strong enough, make that comment in your own party and take it. Let's see.
Okay.
So many people try, they scheme to put Ahmed Lawan as the APC candidate. What happened? They respected their held agreement and said, no, it is going to the south. Now, PDP, the Southeast has been loyal to the PDP since 1999. There is nobody in PDP that will tell you that zoning their party to the north to replace another northerner. That thing is worse than this Muslim ticket they are crying about.
Mm.
You should talk about region first. This is a party that wants to replace a northerner with another northerner. And you people pretended You didn't see anything. Now a southern Muslim and a northern Muslim is on a ticket. You people are making noise. Now the southeast part of the PDP pulled all out. They were angry because they know that even the VP they were playing for will not get to them. Now, after that failure, what did they come back with? An AstroTurf candidate, selling it to our people. We are now going to make this. Ask them this noise. They say, oh, it is this. Imagine the people, you people were campaigning for PVC in 2022. Really? From 1999. It took you to 2022 to know the importance of the PVC. Now, you brought somebody with no structure. The one they say in Calabar, those people, they have the group, it's a group, they always run in group every Saturday. Now, because many of them, they have Peter Obi supporters, they are not shouting, go and check that local government, he will not get 10,000 votes in that local government. Mark it somewhere. They say, you say he's getting crowd in the church. Well, Living Faith already selected their crusade, their program, annual program. All these people, you think the pastors are not getting anything? That they didn't get this thing? Now they are going to waste your vote again. See what would have been our goal. Well, since we know that 2023, this is how it's going to be. Stop lying to yourself. Why not play for the Senate presidency? Okay, if there was actually an Igbo agenda, wouldn't it be for all of them in the Senate to move to APC and get the Senate presidency? Now, when you get the Senate presidency, you take someone, maybe a senator from Kano, give him Senate Appropriation Committee. You take a senator from Kaduna, give him a juicy position. You find a senator from somewhere like Borno State, give him something in the oil sector. In exchange, all of them will tell their fellow senators they will do what the Senate president wants by giving you one state.
Well, Ijele, I think that what you are saying is, I'm not arguing about what you are, the content of what you are saying, but I believe it's not in the content of this video. You know, I'm trying to talk about the election that some people are targeting in the southeast, and these IPOB freedom fraudsters that are fighting against those people who are supporting.
No, I am coming to that one. No, I was just trying to link from what you people have said so far.
Okay.
Because I was hearing something differently. Okay. Now, we are not planning on how to do that one. Just people that say they want to participate now, have they told the bingos the truth that this is fraud? Before this thing will stop, all the politicians, including Peter Obi, will tell them that there is no Biafra anywhere. Now, any other person attacking people is doing it on his own. This is pure sham. Yeah. There is no Biafra anywhere. What we are going to do is to play real politics.
Yeah.
We have been out of the game. Now, moving in, we don't have to the back. There is a way we can cut the line, which is educate our people on how to get majorities. Use your number to attract people to your cause. Yeah. Now, how are you going to do it when people on the ground don't even know the importance of voting? Some people are there still waiting for Biafra. All the people running for office from PDP to APC, how many of them has opened their mouth in this Southeast to tell their people that this is a fraud? Yeah. Explain it to them. Now they will not do it. Why? When they do it, those guys ultimately will direct their anger at them. Yeah. It will mean telling them that your House of Representative member is receiving so millions. That in a year, your senatorial zone alone is getting billions. Now you begin to look around. Guess what? They will find out that the same people that will call them, give them 5 bags of rice, to go to the camp are the same people that be eating the money.
Yeah.
You see why we've not even started?
Yeah.
You will start by telling yourself the truth first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Start telling yourself the truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is
Right.
no, let me let the other girl talk.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, our brother Eze Chad. I don't know you. I've not seen you on this program before. I don't remember. Sorry to say that, but you are welcome. You can say what you want to say regarding to our topic.
I agree. Are you hearing me?
I'm hearing
Please,
you.
if you're hearing me, indicate that you're hearing me. Okay.
I'm
Okay.
hearing you now.
I totally disagree. Yeah, I totally disagree with what Ijele is saying. I totally disagree. I'm opposite of what he's saying. Let me stand in the word of this first speaker. Let me stand in the word of the first speaker that speaks. Ijele coming. That speaker speak intelligently, which say that Nigeria have no institution to back up whatever good that we people wish for. You understand? Because now Nigerian system is so corrupt, so infected that even you bring a saint, even you bring a reverend father to come and rule Nigeria, whenever he stand in that seat, that infection in that system will definitely infect anyone that you put that place to rule you. You understand? Because as he rightly said that most of the rich folks in Nigeria they will be going to church, thanking God for making them rich. Why? They are making themselves rich courtesy of the poor masses of Nigeria. You understand? And I feel for the poor masses of Nigeria. I feel being in Nigeria now is very difficult, both home and abroad. It's not easy. You understand? We all wish for the good of the country, but definitely it has been long. We have been promised that Nigeria will be good one day. Nigeria will be good one day. Still, Nigeria keep on getting worse. So we need a very good solution. Understand? As the first speaker rightly said, that Nigeria need a very strong institution to be able to back up whatever we want. You understand? Because if people are chanting P2B, when the time of election comes, you will see those people chanting P2B, you will not see them. No one will vote for him. Even P2B will not even get up to 3% compared to Atiku or Tinubu. You understand? So you see all these things like when the campaign is
why do you think that why are you making that kind of prognosis that it may not get up to 3%?
Because Peter Obi, like maybe his campaign logo is that we don't give shishi. Why? That that Nigerian system, for you to get any vote, you have to bring out shishi. You understand? And I know that Tinubu and Atiku, they are willing to dash out, to bring out the money which they have stolen for many years. They are willing to bring out the money, to spend the money to win over your conscience, to vote for them.
So you think
Obi
Obi
compete with them in that aspect?
That he stole that he can give?
Obi have the money, but compared to Tinubu or Atiku, I don't think he's able to compete with them in terms of financial aspects to buy up people's conscience.
Trying to compete in that regard, easy. Because like what I was saying with the first contributor, our brother Henry Chimes, I was saying that instead of staying on the side and crying, you look at how they are doing it and you do it with them. Not that you are now on one side pontificating and calling yourself a saint, so that you are the one undermining yourself at the end of the day. You understand me? As long as there is no law stopping people from giving out things for electioneering, why must you be the one that will undermine yourself in that regard? You understand? So I don't know. I don't know because the way you are saying it is coming across like that victim place again. You don't want to shift in that victim position, because there is no institution in Nigeria. Therefore, Peter Obi will not get people to vote for him, that maybe he will get about 3%. And you are forgetting that this institution is lacking in the whole of Nigeria. But somehow the rest of the people are able to vote, in spite of the lack of the institutions. So why must the one of Southeastern be explained away? Are you getting me?
Okay. Bless that. You know, I'm a typical. I mean,
Let
I'm an
me, I
Igbo
want to
man.
weigh in
You
on something,
understand?
please. Let me just use 2 minutes to add something.
Okay.
Please, you know, but when people talk, we always use the old rhetoric to talk about events in Nigeria, even when things have changed. That type of rigging, if it was possible, the Osun state governor would have still been there. There is a new system now, so people, please update your knowledge on Nigerian politics and things that are happening around. Let's stop using that word. If you like, pack 1 million voters card. Now it's useless. It's utterly useless. You can't use it for anything. Okay. Because the machine will have to confirm every damn person there with your biometric. So forget that nonsense. Anyone that lost fair and square. Fair and square. That's why most of these people you are seeing, they believe that violence is the only way. So other people will be scared of coming out. The only old votes they were using will still be their own people. That's why they will still win the Senate, the House of Reps. Now, whoever bribes them most for the presidency is who they are going to vote for. Or they will say, oh, PDP has a better this thing. They will be shouting level. At the end of the day, they will collect money because they will be expecting contracts from the PDP. That's why you see all of them are now openly criticizing Peter Obi now. Before they were all quiet, but they don't want, they know that all these political actors in Nigeria can use any scam like this to fool everyone. Now, all of them are in the same business. They know that their position has been threatened. That's why they've now started coming out as if they've somehow legalized criticizing people. Now, even a senator, Chimaro is giving them anyhow because they don't want these people to supplant them. Finish.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ijele. Thank you. Yeah. So our brother Eze, do you have any other thing to add?
What I want to say, you know, before we come to the main issue, which I actually joined this program, you know, we Igbo people, we always become the victim of any political war going on in Nigeria. Igbo people always become the victim. Every political play, Igbo people must be in that politics, whether it's good or in the bad. Igbo people have become the victim of that ever since that Nigeria was created. You understand? But I think it's time for us to go. You know, I want to give you like an example. There's an Igbo man we do punishment compared to counterparts like the Hausa Fulani and the Yorubas. You understand? A certain comment a Northerner could do, he will go scot-free. While that we Igbo will make that such a comment, will be arrested or harassed by the security service. That's an example.
I don't know who makes. I don't know. Like, I mean, you are saying that Igbo people are victim in the sense that other people make them victims. You know. Yes. But for me personally, I don't see it that way. I see that you are making yourself, like, you are kind of like, you know, wanting people to have mercy on you and feel sorry for you because you have made yourself a victim. Nobody made you a victim. Nobody made
bless them, you know.
That's like what you are saying now. You understand? You are saying that there's no institution, and so at the end of the day, they are not going to vote. Only 3% will vote, and then Peter Obi will just get only about 3%, and he will not win. So my question would have been, why do you think only 3% will vote for Peter Obi if there are no institutions across the whole Nigeria? Okay. So it's like already you're implying that somebody is working or doing something against you.
Bless one, I really appreciate the program. You have besides never allow arguments, or you know, because through arguments we learn. You understand? Let me quietly believe in my own opinion that Nigerians should first bring everyone to the table. Let us discuss whether we still want to be part of this Nigeria, whether we want to be part of this new Nigeria. But
How
since that
many
seems
of you
impossible
do
to do,
you think they will bring to the table? And which other table is this state and local government and the senators and House of Assembly? What other table do you think needs to come together?
you know, let me land. There is somewhere I want to land first. First of all, I wish Peter Obi all the best. I'm not campaigning against him, and I'm not against him for him to become president of Nigeria. I wish
Are
him all
you
the whole
sure you
best,
are
and I
not
give him all the whole support.
among are you not among the people that are threatening those who are trying to vote for Peter Obi?
Okay, bless them. Let me come. Let me address something to you. Okay.
Okay.
One first. I will. Okay. I really appreciate for you giving this chance for us to have this an argument. It's kind of, we're having a discussion. Understand? Because first of all, I believe in this for referendum for Nigerians to choose whether they still want to of Nigeria. Okay. Okay. Since impossible. Since it seems impossible, like people now are trying to categorize that IPOB is the main problem of Nigeria, that IPOB are terrorist group. No, I don't accept that. IPOB is never a problem of Nigeria. IPOB
I
can
think
never be a
that
problem of Nigeria.
I
For
can,
instance,
okay, I know where you are coming from now. So basically you are saying that you are an IPOP sympathizer. You don't see the atrocity
let me
that they
come.
are committing as terrorism.
Wait, let me come. Can you give me time? Let me land. Then you can say, okay.
I don't know where else to
Many
land.
groups.
I get you.
Bless don't wait. Many groups have popped up, taking advantage of the name of IPOB to cause many atrocities. I know
Which
definitely there's
group?
many atrocities going on in the southeast. Yeah.
Like which group? Which group? Like
Or,
which one?
or
Name
you want
which
me to?
group? Yeah, you say many
There are
group.
many
I
criminal.
mean,
There
we
are
know
many.
IPOB, we know. So which other group?
Oh, okay, IPOB. I don't know before. I don't know whether before you come in your program. I don't know whether you follow the press release of the IPOB group. You understand? The head of the directorate said that they are not against P2B thing. That everyone should, if you want to vote, voting is your choice. But
But they
definitely,
are not
they
allowing
don't.
election
IPOB,
campaign to go on in the Southeast,
no,
basically.
IPOB, IPOB never come on. IPOB have never said don't vote, don't vote. They never do that. There might be
But
some criminal
they
elements
attack
trying to
INEC
tarnish the.
officials, and
See,
destroy INEC office in Enugu, in Imo State. They buy
bless them,
INEC people,
bless them,
scatter the way the cats. I mean,
bless,
what are you
bless them,
saying?
bless them. Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
I'm hearing you now.
Huh? Okay.
What question are
I
you
don't mean
asking?
now like okay. For instance, if I am in Nigeria and I went to an office and I destroy it and I destroy of bless them, does it mean that you're the one that destroyed it?
There's no way you can go anywhere and destroy my name, because I never give you any
No,
authority
I'm,
to
I'm,
go and destroy anything.
I'm just giving you reference to what people are doing with the name of IPOB. You understand? I'm
Anyway,
just like for instance,
the thing is, if at this point, I believe that if at this point, with everything we have seen and all the unnecessary death and destruction, that you are still coming here to give support and apology for IPOB, I think we are actually done with this conversation. I'm very sorry. I do not abide IPOB sympathizers. And IPOB is something that needs to be watched
I would
out
like,
of our
I would like you,
society. I'm
I would
very
like you,
sorry.
I would
I
like you,
need to remove you from
I
this
would like
space.
you, I would like to do a program for all the Fulani killings in Nigeria. You're not seeing it. All the Fulani herdsmen, you're not seeing it. You are only seeing
I'm not seeing it. I'm only
IPOB.
seeing IPOB because I don't live there. I don't have anybody that lives there. I'm only seeing it here. So I'm sorry. There are other two people here. Let me add this brother. Hello. Hello. Hello, innocent, harmless. Hey. This one that you are saying you are harmless. You know, when people say they are harmless, they are actually the ones that are harmful. Okay. Oh. Hey, I'm trying to unmute your mic. Innocent, yeah, your mic is on now. So
Yeah, yeah.
you can contribute. I'm hearing you.
Good
NS, okay,
evening.
you are welcome. Yeah.
Well, good
Good.
evening. Can you hear me?
I'm hearing you. I don't know. Why do you need to ask me if I'm hearing you? I mean, I'm hearing you, obviously.
Yeah, just to be sure whether my mic is working.
Okay.
So I actually joined because of the guy that just left right now.
Okay.
So he made a comment and he was saying that P2B cannot get 3% vote.
Yeah.
Maybe generally because he believed that Atiku and Tinubu will spend money. So I just want to chip in something.
Okay.
So this guy is saying that he's not aware of what is happening right now in Nigeria, like all the revolutions, the whole the thing, everything has shifted from those days whereby we used to do election by buying of votes and all these things. Everything has moved from there. You can see that people are now coming out freely without being paid any shishi to just paying for P2B. So I
Okay.
want to tell people out there that they should not just use because of what has happened in the past, use it and rate what will happen in 2023 election.
Okay.
It has passed that. So
And
what
what about the threats to their life?
to,
They
to
shouldn't take that serious too.
the life of the people?
Yeah. Because
No,
IPOB is issuing warning and threat. And like we saw, like at the beginning of this video, I shared the video where they were burning campaign, P2B's campaign van in Ishiweke.
the thing is this. If people should just focus on, because I believe that in election day there are some securities that will take care of everything. So if you come out to vote and you saw crisis, you go back. But if there is no crisis, you cast your vote and leave. So it's
Okay.
very simple.
And if you are campaigning and there are people, you have to, like you are saying, there are people are coming out, motivating others. And if you come out and see that there's problem, you go back to Abi. And
You
so ultimately that will be, kind of shooting yourself in the foot now.
but you should also understand that sometimes you may not see
Yeah,
people.
it
There
is
is
hot
crisis,
in Germany.
the critics also will be there. So I don't want people to just come out and say that to discourage people that want to vote for P2B. You
Yeah,
understand?
yeah.
Voting in P2B will also bring more good things for people that are seeing it. So and also he made a comment that the whole situation in the seat or in the Aso Rock is corrupt. That whosoever that still sit on that seat will actually going to do bad things. No, he should see it beyond that, because many people actually seated on the seat where P2B sat before, and P2B ruled well. Okay,
Okay.
so P2B going into Aso Rock, he will not be like them. That's why people believe in him, because of his past record.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. Okay, thank you so much, my brother. Thank you. Let me bring in Innocent Harmless. Innocent, you are welcome. You can talk now.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Okay. Like what my brother here, the brother that just left now, like what he
Hmm.
said. I believe that Peter Obi can do better in that place only if he get to that place.
Okay.
The reason why I put only if he get to the place, because the scenario that is trending on social media concerning the PVC, people's PVC from Abuja relocated to Lagos, turning into Gota and Kana and so whatsoever. All those things they are doing now is a way to lob him what is ahead. And
You
people,
think somebody that is doing it? That somebody they want to rob P2B's people from voting for him?
Sure.
Why are you sure about that? How, what is making you to be sure?
Because it's people, Abuja, because the PVC did not just fly all the way from Abuja to the place that they dump it.
Okay,
It's
but
someone
you
that,
remember there was it. Do you remember that there was a time IPOB was collecting people's PVCs? You know, they were dumping it in a basket with IPOB. And you
IPOP can't
remember
just,
that when they attack INEC offices, they also cut away the PVCs. What do you think they did with those PVCs?
okay. I don't want to talk about IPOP because in this life now, I'm seeing IPOP and Nigerian politics as all of them as politicians, or as they are playing a gamble in the name of politics. Because IPOP people, they have what they themselves they believe that this is what they want. People, you can't just disrupt people from their own opinions. In this country,
But they can disturb other people from their own opinions and even take their life.
no, you and I is not sure of that.
Of course, I'm very sure of that. I
Okay,
personally, I know the threats I've gotten.
okay.
Telephone, WhatsApp, email, pictures, video. I know, yeah. And they keep it coming. So it's not whether, and we saw the video clip of this man. You remember the man that they took his life the other day, huh? You you remember this man?
Yeah.
So they were running around and saying, "Oh, that it is Ogu, and then it is no longer Ogu." I mean, I'm sorry, I do not abide IPOB apologies. I'm sorry.
No,
Okay,
I'm
Blessed
not.
them,
I'm gonna
blessed
remove
them,
you from this
blessed
stream. I'm
them.
sorry. Thank you.
Sister, I would have. Good evening, everybody. Good evening to you, sister.
Good
Um,
evening.
I'm joining you from Istanbul. I hope you're having a
Okay.
lovely evening.
Yeah.
The things I'm going to say, I'm going to take a little bit of your time. Just two things.
Well, I don't know. It depends. If you're an IPOB
Okay. No.
sympathizer,
Me and I,
I
no,
think
no, no,
yeah,
no,
the
no.
conversation is as
I
good
think
as
I've
done.
spoken with you. I can bring myself to that level. No,
Okay, okay.
that's not possible. That's an insult, actually.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm under Eze.
No, no, no,
Like
no,
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 at this
no.
point, I feel like anybody at this point, at this very point that we are now, that is still having any form of sympathy for IPOB, then there is a disconnect. Like
Um,
we
and
cannot communicate.
blessed them. One thing is very clear. IPOB is out of the discussion now. You understand? We're no
Okay.
longer discussing that because it baffles me when someone comes online here and try to sound like one apology. You don't know they are the people doing it. You don't know this one. That's
Yeah,
bullshit. We've
yeah,
gone beyond that stage. We've gone beyond the stage of name calling,
yeah,
and accusing this person, DSS, Fulani, that one.
yeah,
We've
yeah,
gone we've actually gone beyond that. We
yeah,
we as a people are facing an existential issue in Nigeria, and it is a
yeah,
time to take our future in our own hands. I
yeah.
will tell you the truth. I'm going to sound a bit contradictory here.
Okay,
The two biggest parties we have in Nigeria, no one is interested in the Igbos. No one at all.
okay.
I will prove it. From 1999, like Ijele said, I the Igbos have actually been the biggest customers of PDP. Am I
Mhm.
right? From data, figures, verifiable figures, they have been the backbone of PDP. But up till that time till now, never have they produced an Igbo VP, as little as a vice president from Igbo extraction. Upon all the votes we keep pouring to them or pouring towards their party. Now, our people have also rejected this other APC, saying he's a Fulani man. He's a Fulani. To be honest, I was listening to Ijele talk here. And one thing I disagree with him is that, Blessedom, come on, let's tell ourselves the truth. In a country of over 200 and something million people, is Jagaban all we deserve? An old man and a weak man? Can't you see? He himself defending him, is he not seeing? Can't he see? Do you need to go to Babal? Do you need to consult a Babalao? We have a junketing president, and you are bringing another junketing president too on health tourism. Can't you see? Come on, we should go beyond this. We should.
Yeah,
This is
I mean that's what I was telling our brother that first contributed, our brother Henry, that the opposition is free to use Tinubu's health as what they want to use to campaign against him. You know,
to be
it's
honest.
allowed. It's
To be
allowed.
honest. To
So
be honest,
for you
Blessedom.
to say, oh,
If
on that
Tinubu,
basis, any other person,
if
you know, no,
Tinubu,
this is politics.
actually, I am not downplaying his achievement, his success stories, and the things he did in Lagos. It will be childish and it will be stupid for me to come here and say Tinubu and play the rhetoric of Tinubu is a criminal. You have not done this. You have not done that. You understand? I won't come here and stoop so low. There are verifiable track records of what he has done. But Nigeria is at a crossroad now. And any small mistake that we make will set this country ablaze. I'm sorry to use
you
this
mean
language.
the crossroad just started this year?
No, it didn't start this year. But
May,
I think
precisely, or March.
I think the rush to get things right, the rush to have a change. You know, in the Bible, when the children of Israel, God was leading them out of the line, they said, no, God should not lead us again. We want our own king.
No,
We want our own king. We want our own king.
It's almost like,
God now said,
there's
okay,
a story that was told us when we were small. They said, the tortoise was, for some reason, he fell into a pit with sheep,
Yeah.
and everybody was doing everything possible to get him out, and he has been there for days,
Yeah.
And then at some point they could see him. It was almost possible for them to reach out and bring him. And then he was angry. I was like, you people should hurry up. Be quick with it. What are you doing? The smell of this shit want to kill me here. Are you kidding me? Hurry up. And they're like, what? We have been working so hard all this time, doing what we are able to do, and now we have dug up to the point that we are almost about to get you, and now you remember that the shit is shibugi,
Yeah.
So for me,
my sister, the thing is that I won't blame the Igbos for taking the future in their hands, and the only person I will blame is anybody that is disrupting a movement that has overwhelmed our region already. You understand what I'm trying to say? This movement is an open lie for you to come online and say there are 20 people tweeting on. Those people are fitness. Come on. You know the truth. Fitness what? You can't be in a gathering that you don't subscribe to. You are an adult. Fitness what? If you have an article, you can't be wearing Obi's t-shirt and taking a walk on the road. Don't tell me that. We've gone beyond that. The thing is that I will encourage this. If this movement is the movement, I have seen the effort, bless them, you've been making to bring back our lost brothers into our fold, bring them back again. Now, if this obese movement is going to achieve one thing and bring all of us back, if it is the only, if it is going to be the should I say the boss or the motto by which Igbos begins to realize that all these Biafra of a thing, Eldorado, when of it come to this thing, reality. And then, even if it means channeling all our eggs in one basket, let us vote, let our voice, let's know how many people voted from our side. Let's know our political strength. Even if we don't get it right now, it's not a must that Obi must win. It's not a must. The people he's contesting with, apart from Tinubu, most have contested before and lost. So if you contest, you don't win, you come back again. It is this all these.
I don't know. You are saying that you are saying that the movement has overwhelmed our region.
Yes, exactly. Actually, our religion is actually
is that people are not even being allowed to do electioneering to campaign.
my
So
sister,
how can you say the movement has overwhelmed the region?
my sister, let me tell you something. Obi was in Owerri a few days ago. We know there are flashpoints in the Eastern. It doesn't mean that East means always Afghanistan. No, there are flashpoints. We know that. We know the places these flashpoints are. It doesn't mean the way Nigeria Bataga recently. I just got married in Nigeria. I came back. I'm returning to Turkey. I'm returning to Istanbul. I just got married and I returned. I stayed in Owerri. My parents stay in Olo. My parents, my father, my mother, they stay in Olo currently. There are flashpoints even in that all. It doesn't mean everywhere is engulfed in so many. Let's not amplify this thing. I know there are.
Like our brother. I was in Ijele's show the other day, and one of our brother went home, and unfortunately, but what German would say, pecking, glucking peck, like fortunate in an unfortunate situation. He was taken by this Ndo Mekome, but he came out alive. And we were having, I was saying, why did he even put himself in that condition to go to the southeast, in spite of what we are saying? Is because of what you are saying now. That, we are making it a big issue. That is just some flashpoints. If you are saying it's just some flashpoint, if you happen to be in that flashpoint, let's assume that flashpoint is 5%. It becomes 100% for you. So
I get.
The problem is now trivializing the situation.
No. Actually, even a single soul that is lost is worth everything. Is worth all the effort. Is worth all the point. You understand me?
Yeah, like when you are saying there are flashpoints, it's not that bad. Some people will hear it and buy ticket and then they will go and buy.
No,
that's this brother. I showed you his video here.
Yeah.
This brother, I showed you his video. In that place they threw him in.
Yeah.
If you zoom into that place, can you count how many people ended up there?
Of course, it's really barbaric. I've called into your show several times condemning all this. I think you know me. You should know me. Yeah, you know.
Man, no way I saw no one looking at you.
It's not a flashpoint. I'm sorry. I needed to stay on that a little bit. Yeah.
Actually, I've made it clear categorically, expressively, that I do not hold any one atom of belief with whatever these people are doing.
No. It's not about you believing
so
in
that
it.
nobody, because somebody saying I'm lying with my teeth and all that, let them not. I've done 1%.
It's like what we say in Igbo now, on a fege FNEC. Like that is happening, man. On a fege, like if they fly for your head, it go enter from here, it go come up for the other. No. It will not be my portion. My God will do it for me.
No. So, but back to the point I'm trying to make. If our brothers are lost and we are putting all this effort almost on daily basis to preach to them, come back. This is not the right way to go. And somehow, for some reasons, either by sheer divination or sheer much or by obedient anything or by no one, whichever thing they believe in that is bringing them back, I think we should encourage them, right? This is what you've been fighting for. This is why you spend time here, hours every day, you and the jelly. I don't think it's time to throw anybody under the bus.
We are not castigating them.
We are saying
sorry, can I come in a little bit, please?
Yeah, just a second. And let me just conclude. Like, we are saying the same thing. We are not castigating them.
Yeah.
We are saying that, okay, we are saying they should come back, do it another way. And they are doing this another way, but the threat is still there. The threat of, derailing the whole games is imminent.
Okay, in that regard, I think the law enforcement agency is doing their job already. I heard them lamenting here and there that the other people that are being listened are innocent people and all that. That one is their own. I know that one thing I'm sure about is that even here in abroad, there is no way you'll be butchering law enforcement agency and you expect that place to be peaceful, they will definitely come back. And everywhere in the world, you don't just come and begin to shout on social media, they are killing us, they are destroying us. When you are abetting and aiding crime, you should expect the repercussion from the government. You cannot be keeping Boko Haram and don't expect bomber and fighter jets in your region. It can't work. Our region is not inside the bush. We don't have long places. You drive 3 hours, 4 hours without seeing roads on the road. So our people will always be casualties when these things are when the chips are down. You getting what I'm trying to say? The answer why that place is working very well is because they have vast land. They can hide inside the bush. But our people, we are populated very well. Anywhere you use as a launch pad will greatly be affected. That is the point I'm trying to make. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So, my brother, you are free to say
your sorry,
point.
man. I just wake up. It's too early here, but let me just contribute a little before I go back to bed.
Okay.
According to the last speaker, you said Tinubu is too old. That's what I want to call me.
Okay.
Yeah, Tinubu is old, but we are talking about loyalty. We need somebody that loyal to Nigeria.
To who?
Right. Loyal to Nigeria.
Okay.
That's why we want Tinubu. Aside that, let's talk about antecedents. Let's talk about his past. I don't want to ask where was somebody when Tinubu was fighting for democracy. Democracy, they don't pick it on the floor. This guy fought. He ran from the country to country with other people. Nadeko, everything, name it. Aside that, Nigeria, we know there is a problem. We need somebody that's going to turn Nigeria around. At least, if you can't turn Nigeria around like Saudi or like US, like Israel, at least turn it around like Lagos State. We don't want it turning around like Anambra. That is the point. If you look critically, right, you say it's very weak. Yes, it's weak. In Texas, we have somebody that cannot walk on wheelchair. He become a governor and he did tremendously. Like he walked a lot. So if you say we are not like, we don't look for somebody that's going to lead a war, fighting a war, or go to UFC to go and fight with Adesanya or whatever. We need a president. We need somebody that's very, very smart. Somebody that work in different level. SOB, name it. So saying Tinubu is old is an understatement.
I take a sorry.
I feel like
I take exception to the loyalty part. I take exception to the loyalty part. Okay. If you have been loyal, you have been loyal for your own personal gain. For your own personal gain. What the people you mentioned that you mentored and you carried along are for your own personal achievement, for your own gain. Let's get this very, very clear.
Okay. I understand what you are trying to say.
Yes.
You said it's a personal, right? Somebody fought for Nigeria. Wait, brother. Somebody fought for Nigeria. A minute, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
He fought for Nigeria. Hello, brother. He fought for Nigeria before 1999. And it's not contested.
Bro, we've had that a lot. We fought for Nigeria, the Biafra world. We've had a lot of people fighting for us. What have they fought out? What have they fought out?
Hello, brother. Calm down. Don't get emotional on this.
I live in a country that things work, and I believe you live in a country that things work. You are mentioning somebody in a wheelchair. This is because things are there. That person
cannot emotional. Let's just analyze this.
Stop comparing apples and potatoes. They cannot. That man cannot function in Nigeria.
When you say somebody fight for Nigeria, all fight will not be a war. It can't be. See, brother, you can fight for Nigeria without shooting a gun. I'm talking about fighting for democracy.
What have they fought out?
Fought for democracy. Wait, brother.
What have they fought out?
Must we continue to let me go back to bed. Sorry. You don't want to listen.
Must we continue to follow people whose politics is a career? You are playing a career. What does Tinubu do? What does he do? What is his business? A career politician. What is this person saying, sir?
Okay.
My sister.
Let me try to moderate.
What does he do? He doesn't have a
no.
When we are talking, you talk, I talk. But if you are just talking, you are just vibrating, doesn't make any sense. We both mature, brother. Calm down.
And let's not fight, yeah.
What I'm saying is this.
Forgive me for the situation that cost me a lot.
Bro, if you say it's not clear, somebody fought for democracy before 1999. It's not contested 2023. What is the definition of your loyalty if it's not loyal to Nigeria?
The thing is, for me, can I come in? I'm thinking that, you cannot say that Peter Obi is not loyal to Nigeria. Of course,
I don't understand what loyalty you're talking
loyal
about.
to Nigeria. Why?
I
Because
don't get what loyalty.
now where like in Igbo there's a proverb, they say boye no corner wachi. So that's where they are eating from, and they are loyal to Nigeria. But the loyalty that we are missing is the loyalty to the Nigerian people.
To the Nigerians, the common man, the ordinary people on the street,
people are not
that's the loyalty we're talking about.
So is that loyalty?
Lawal
You
and
see your state money, you put it in Panama. Is that what you mean by loyalty?
My brother.
Is that what you call loyalty?
My brother,
wait, let's not quarrel.
Ma, just a minute, ma.
Yeah.
Just a minute. The same atrocity Peter Obi committed in Panama paper. Do you know the Iceland PM, which served as a president? He resigned because of that. But in Nigeria, people commit atrocity, stealing money. We still praise them. Peter Obi, if it is a China, is supposed to be in prison now, or maybe something else. Iceland PM, he did the same thing that Peter Obi did in Panama paper. Where's the man now? This is the person
please,
that wants
my brother. Please, sorry. What did Peter Obi do in Panama? Please, I want to ask you.
He steal Nigeria money, keep it here. The same thing that Iceland.
He took Nigeria money and keep it in Panama.
Yeah, paper. Don't you read the paper,
brother? Understand the context. Understand what
they call it Panama paper as well. Everything is Panama paper.
The problem. You are talking out of context. That was not what happened.
In what way?
What happened? Panama is a country that is a tax haven, that people go there to invest without paying tax. That is it. Yes.
That is it.
You said
you are arguing that it's not Nigerian money, but his money.
He said, yes, his own personal money. He's saying he carry Nigerian money and go and put it. This is what talking about. Stop giving.
See, you are trying to defend undefendable.
There was never a place he was indicted for taking public funds to Panama. Prove it to me.
Where were you? Don't you read paper?
He said
he didn't declare those.
My sister. Let's all be honest. Between the three of us here, nobody is a saint. You understand?
Nobody is a saint. Oh, here we go.
I'm coming. Even the Tinubu, we are struggling so hard.
I can live with that. I can live.
Nobody. If we say we want somebody that has no single sin, that means we have to call Jesus Christ and Jamaica to come down. Because in as much as you are living and you have breath, even you talking to me, brother, you have your own food. Even in your house.
I'm not. I can bet you.
Because of this, like my brother, you have already concluded.
When I was in Nigeria, in midst of my friends, something always happened, man. Something always happens. When we are young, in the midst of my friend, they always said, if I grow up, I become a chairman, I'm going to see money. All of them, they have the same mentality. I always stand up like, no matter the opportunity I will have, I will never see money. They will say, oh, it's not possible. Many Nigerians believe like nobody, like it's not possible not to corrupt. That is their mentality. I'm different. Don't tell me I'm this. I'm totally different. I
said nobody is a saint. You may not be taking money, but you are doing something else.
Just graduated, right?
My brother, you are not 100% holy. That's what I'm saying.
I don't cut you off.
All right, my brother. Thank you so much. I'm not going anywhere.
Man, just a minute. I have a friend sometimes ago, right? He just graduated. Then he got a work in a CBN. I beg this guy, please don't corrupt. I do everything. The last time I saw this guy, after 4 months of working, I visited this guy. He opened his accounts. The guy was paying 200,000 monthly. He has 8 million, just 4 months. I fought this guy. When I tell my friend, they say, you are a fool. You're supposed to work with the guy to give you money. I say, what? That's not me. We still have good people. You may not believe good people exist. We still have them. Not everybody that corrupt. Don't tell me, Obi corrupt. It's everybody. Nobody is.
Can I say something, brother? Can I say something? I am. Right. You have to understand in which context I'm saying things before you pass. You may not be corrupt in this way, but it does. I'm saying in general context, nobody is perfect. This is a general thing with human being. You may not be doing this. It doesn't mean you are not doing this. This is all sinners calling sinners sinners for sinning
Bro,
differently.
how
Brother.
much is this money,
Daniel,
brother?
you can use the link.
You said
How much
Anyway,
is the money?
my brothers, the thing
it is money, right? It is money, right? When
No,
maybe
it's not
we
his
have
money.
to do a
It's
Bless
program
not
God,
his
where
money.
Obi
bless
supporters
God, bless
and
God.
black
I have a
supporters
question
and
for my
other
brother.
supporters will
Please, I
come
have
in.
a question for my
See,
brother.
another
I
thing.
have a question for you. I have a question for you, please. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, you are talking about Peter Obi, right? With Panama Papers, right? Admitted. Admitted. What is it? When Tinubu, a billion van was seen in his apartment on
Yeah.
election time, what right does he have? Is it not also bad? Is that one not also bad? Or is
Oh,
your
let
own
me
bad?
clear that. Let me clear that. Let me clear that.
Yeah.
The van you see is meant to carry many things. It's not meant to be only money, brother.
No, let's
Check it very well.
bless them,
No,
please.
I'm not saying it's
Bless
money,
them,
it's
please.
not money.
We are
It's
all
meant
adults.
to carry anything.
Don't play,
Thank you
know
so
that.
much.
please, don't
Thank
play
you,
on my
my
intelligence.
brothers. I think
Don't play on my
the
intelligence. Please.
conversation has
Don't play
gone
on my
beyond the
intelligence.
realm of this video.
I just
So
answer your
I'm
question,
going to
brother.
stop
I
you guys
answer.
here.
Don't
Please,
I
don't
answer you?
play on my
Thank you so
intelligence.
Must it
much
be
Don't
for
tell
your
me
money?
billion van
passion.
is used to
Thank you
No,
carry
so
Abuja
much.
and
no.
I
cassava.
Must
appreciate
it be
that.
Don't tell
money?
me billion van is used to carry Abuja and cassava. Don't tell me that. It's
It can
used to
carry
carry.
anything, valuable something. Yes.
It's a lie. That's a very big lie. A very big
See,
lie.
see.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Anybody that
Okay.
comes from APC lacks the moral justification to tell Nigeria who to choose. I am sorry to use this language.
No. Nobody gonna force anybody to choose anything. But we
I think
Nigeria know
that
who we're
can
gonna
go
vote
both
for.
ways. Now,
No,
anybody from PDP also
We
may
know.
not have the
See,
moral
ma,
to
no,
like.
let me do
no,
some
no.
mathematics.
Okay.
Let me do
Sister,
some
All right.
mathematics.
Obi
Thank you
never
for
had,
Can I
Obi
do a
never had,
mathematics?
I will invite you both to another program so you
Was
have time
never
to
Can
talk.
elected.
I do mathematics?
He has never held any
See,
position in PDP.
So
Please, he has
let's
not.
give another people opportunity to join us. I'm sorry, guys. I have to let you go. So let me bring another person. Our brother is here, Midwest people. Yeah, Midwest people. My brother, you're welcome. You can add your own so that we are almost 2 hours. So
Okay, good
tomorrow is
evening,
Monday.
madam. Good
Yeah,
evening, madam. Good evening, my fellow panelists and listeners and viewers.
yeah, you're welcome.
What I want to say is this: I love that guy the way he talks, but
Yeah.
the truth of the matter is this: he cannot just be making
Can you
example
sit
and
up a
taking.
little bit because we are not seeing you? Yeah.
Okay, I don't think it's proper for him to be making comparison without also giving us proper details. When
Okay.
it comes to offshore investment, it's not an illegal business.
Okay.
Yeah, as a capitalist people, it's not illegal in offshore business. It depends how you declare. I will use the former British Prime Minister as an example. I think his name was Cameron.
Okay.
He was also indicted some time ago over this offshore investment of a thing, but he declared his money and he was able to overcome everything smoothly. He would have, you understand me? So he cannot use only Ireland, but there come a country called Nigeria where I can say, I don't know, because what we practice there, if you call it capitalism, for me, I call it a different thing entirely. Because in a country
I
where...
don't even understand your premise. Like, on what premise you are coming in from? I don't like.
Okay,
I don't...
my premise is this: Peter Obi invested his own private money into a offshore business.
Okay.
Now he has done the declaration up just the way Nigeria deserve to, the way Nigeria government want declaration to be done. So he did it. Now this is the only man who has ever ruled as a governor. He met his own state in a total deficit, but when he was leaving, he left that place with surplus. Now you are telling this man, you are telling Nigeria that this man is a thief because he has been a businessman. He has been a full capitalist when it comes to business. So he has been making weight to business and he know how to invest his money. And he did it in his state, invested money, came out with profit, left that state with surplus. At least we have to give him a plus for that. Not just coming here to come and be campaigning for a man that said he want to continue for where Buhari stopped. That is, may God forbid. We don't need those kind of people anymore. What are you going to continue from where Buhari stopped? Killing? Tribalism?
Anyway,
total destruction?
I don't know. Somehow the video has gone from the topic to,
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't want to even talk about Like for me, I am a Peter Obi supporter. I'm not an Igbo person. I'm not from Igbo as a tribe. I love Igbo as a great people. If you have those who are calling for what you said, I don't know whether you said Biafra or whether POB people or whatever. These people they are on their own. We are here to elect someone that we are fully confident upon that he can change things for good for Nigerians. It doesn't mean tribe. This is where the problem lies. People put tribe on their head and look at some we are even raised with hatred. They can't even control their emotion anymore because of errors of child upbringing. So we don't look at that. All we know is that we have a man that we are fully convinced that this man will think of how to return power to Nigerians. Nigeria has been hijacked. We forbid people to come and continue for where Buhari stopped. And by the grace of God, such people, they are not going to win. This is my conviction. Thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome. So our brother, Mr. Wadaga, you can continue.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Actually, I just came across your live video now, and then I decided to join. You know,
okay.
And you get waiting way carry me. Cause I use pidgin.
Okay.
There's the guy that spoke before. I think it's the guy that lives in Texas or American. He made some point that actually brought me here.
Okay.
People, and I feel so sad when a young person like me, a youth, come on social media or because of tribalism or maybe religion, they fail to say the truth and speak the way it's supposed to be. This is 21st century.
No. No. This is you are trying to actually make somebody, like you believe that there's somehow that person must see this thing. There is a candidate this person must take for whatever reason, and if it's not taking that candidate, then
I actually want to correct one impression.
Passionate about
one impression. I believe he's watching. There is difference between physical challenged person and someone who is old. Let's get it straight. And what I believe he's watching. That someone is physical challenged does not mean that the person cannot rule. Tinubu is not sick. Get it right. But his age is the reason why you see him like he's sick. And we cannot hand Nigeria to someone.
Yeah, that's your personal opinion. When you cannot be we. You are an individual.
Okay. I cannot hand Nigeria over to someone.
Yes.
Okay. I cannot hand Nigeria over to someone that, in an actual sense, he's not like he cannot manage Nigeria's situation. So I just want to correct that impression that you are physically challenged does not mean he cannot rule. At least what qualifies you as a leader or a competent person, it must be at least mentally fit, psychologically fit.
All over the world, it's not old people that are ruling. We have also old people ruling America or
Madam, let me help my brother here. Can I say something?
On which country have you ever seen someone 85 years governing them, apart from Africa? And now look at.
I don't know how old President Biden is. How old is President Biden?
Madam, let me also help my brother here. President Biden is ruling a country that have a system. Now tell me what is working in Nigeria. This situation we find ourselves, but Tinubu is too old to handle this challenge. Even Biden cannot handle Nigeria challenges. Because why? We don't even have a system on ground to solve any problem. These people have been misusing this country for years. Now the reality of their errors for so many years is playing out, and we are only blaming the current people. The truth of the matter, there is no system in Nigeria. Biden knows the number of children that is growing in America. He knows the number of job seekers. He knows the numbers of factories. He can press button to the Ministry of Labor and he got the data that he wants. Do you have that in Nigeria? You don't know the population of your people, no identity. There's no way the security agent international can even help us.
Nigeria is evolving now. They have a database that's BVN.
A database that has no law for my dear sister. Let us not be deceiving ourselves. When Nigeria government engage in anything, they don't do it with proper foundation. We're talking about human data here. That someone can program computer and put a bomb and use it to hunt for person and kill the person. What if this data fall into the hands of wrong people? Do you have law that protect your data in Nigeria? Who are they sharing it with? Do they even have ministry to share it with? How do they protect it? Who is asking this question? So, my dear sister, we don't need these old people again who cannot function. They are so addicted that they cannot function in this modern world. We have generational challenges, modern world challenges. There is nothing on ground to solve it. And we want this kind of old man that cannot even stand up to come and face Nigeria problem. They thought Nigeria this is no longer the time for celebration. This is the time for work and action. And Tinubu is not fit for that. We have to tell our people the truth.
Anyway, that's your own conclusion, you know.
Yeah, that is my own conclusion.
I like to put it like that, you understand, so that we can give room for a passionate politicking that actually allows debate and not shutting the other people down or forcing the other people, you know. And if you may, you can persuade other people to see your own candidate in the light you want them to see, you know. But if you say, oh, you know, you are youth, or like you begin to insult them, then you know, is going out of bounds again. You understand? So I would like everyone to, you know, be able to persuade others to and sell their candidates. So, for example, in this presidential election, I would like to see, for example, what is the manifesto? What is on the table? You understand? What is the platform bringing for the problems we know? What are they proposing? You know, those are selling.
Okay, Madam, first of all, the Labour Party with Obi has proposed that they will make sure they return power to indigenous people. What does this one mean? Currently, we don't even have a country. We only have president and governor. They share the national money. They don't account to anybody. Is that how to run a country?
But President Buhari has allowed the autonomy of the local government, have signed a bill to
Madam, Buhari signed a bill for local government. I'm from Edo State. I use my place as an example. As we speak, we don't even have local government chairman. It's only the governor that is running the show with his committee and friends.
That is impeding the
so you see the way they structure it. The constitution is satanic in nature. It makes these people to operate above the law. They don't account. There is no transparency. How can you develop a country like that? You don't account them. They don't account for what they do wrong. Or they engage.
Is there anything that is happening at the center that is not happening at the state, including Lagos and Anambra?
This is what the constitution gave to them. It sold Nigeria to president and governor. They don't account. The whole weight of the state belongs to the governors, and the federal weight belongs to the president. It can use the money the way they want. It can go to any place, deceive Nigeria, and borrow money to a point where we are now the fourth indebted country in the world. So what else do you want? We need a vibrant. The only person that has been tested among this governor who were able to leave his office with, he's supposed to steal this money. He have the power. He never misuse it. Okay, he's supposed to.
Somebody.
Listen, let me round up, my sister. He's supposed to, at the same time, use his power.
Conduct LG election during his 8 years.
Madam, see, I will not answer that. But what I want to talk about his own person now. At the same time, this man has power to go and borrow money as a state governor without even questioning him, and the end steal all this money in the name of what? I'm building road. I'm building road. We are building school. CC dependent, these people are building school, building road. Look at the country. Huh? How long are we going to continue like that? We need a vibrant man that was so touched, despite the high level of opportunity the only opportunity created by it is to steal. He decided to leave something for his people. Let us use that as a base to select this man. And it's also very political thinking.
Anyway, I admire your passion, honestly. But this video is actually about the gains, the momentum that Peter Obi we are seeing that is accelerating. But when you come to the Southeast, people are being threatened and stopped from campaigning, and INEC offices are being attacked, and what is going to be the solution to that, so that whatever gain that Peter Obi is making will not be lost. That's actually that's actually what I wanted to talk about. But the conversation is so passionate and is going all over the place. You understand? So, what do you have to say about that?
Actually, when it comes to that issue, what I feel, because even the IPOB or DOS of a thing, they have come, they are made it clearly that they are not. There's no election in Southeast.
Yeah,
you understand. So I want people.
They are also not just Obi, but also other candidates are not allowed to come to the Southeast to campaign. Also, yeah.
Yeah. So they have made it very clear. And I don't like situation whereby people attach P2B and IPOB. They are totally different. IPOB, they have their own cause, which they are fighting for. P2B is doing his own thing, which he believes in Nigeria. IPOB said they don't believe in Nigeria. So I think these are the two different set of people. So no one should like attach them together to avoid misunderstanding.
But one can affect the other one because they are not parallel lines. They are going to meet.
Not one can affect the other.
Activities of IPOB is going to affect his candidacy.
It have already affected already. If you look at what INEC published, look at Imo State. How many people register for PVC? I'm actually from Imo State. I'm from Olu. Okay. I'm from Olu. None of my family members register for PVC. You can't even go there. Or you do want to die. So actually, it's actually affected it. So, but okay. I don't want people to like not to include, not to join P2B and IPOB stuff together. That's totally different.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much, my brother. Let's add another person, and I think I will be ending it from here because it's more than 2 hours.
So. My dear sister, I want to quickly say something.
My brother, Midwest people, you can have your conclusion while I bring in another person.
Okay. Yeah. Look, we cannot compare. IPOB has been there for years. They are fighting a cause they believe upon. They believe that Nigeria is not working, but the way they are doing it, many people may not also be in support of the way, the approach they are taking. So personally, I'm not in support of their approach. But we cannot match Peter Obi with these people. They are already a thorn in the flesh anyway to any Easterners that want to rise to a top level. But however, there is a cause that these people are crying for. Every time we want to sweep things under the carpet, they keep on coming. And why not treat it? What stops Nigeria government not to dialogue with the leaders of these people? If you can dialogue with a confirmed terrorist, set them free from prison. People that America are declared as a threat, as a terrorist, you set them free, you release them to the public. What stops you not to bring Kanu out and say, what exactly do you want? Let's talk about this issue. So, but they don't want to do it that way. So it's a different issue of his own, which I strongly believe if we have the right person on that seat, if we allow Nigerians to come out with their grievances. You refer to IPOB. What of the Yoruba? Are we not having Yoruba nation? Are they not crying everywhere till now? Is their brother not campaigning? So we should put that aside. Those who said they should not vote and they are already creating problems, I think they should listen. Everything needs approach. It needs wisdom.
There's nobody from the Southwest that is threatening anybody. In fact, Obi campaign is taking shape already in the Southwest, but not in the Southeast.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate we find ourselves in that situation that there's some group of people decide to take action in that manner. However, it's very wrong. We want to use this million to tell them they are just pouring salt to injury. They are not helping the situation. And that is not even the proper way to go over this issue. And they should try to repent before it's too late. Thank you, my sister.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. So, my brother, you're welcome, Ekele. I welcome you. And I will make the last question for today. So let's make it brief because it's more than 2 hours so that we can conclude. So you're welcome, my brother.
Okay. Are you hearing me?
Of course, I'm hearing you.
Okay. Now, I think you have a topic to this program, and which
Yeah,
is the things that is happening in Southeast. How is
yeah,
it going to affect Obi? Which Obi is he going to succeed at the end of
yeah,
the day or not? Now,
yeah,
I would say with what we are seeing,
yeah,
I don't think he's going to succeed.
yeah.
I don't think so. I don't
Okay,
think so because you cannot go and campaign in another man's land and you claim that you are making wave, and meanwhile in your own land there is nobody that is backing you.
yeah.
Uh, I'm residing in the lot. One northerner told me something. He told me that the way he's seeing it, that Obi supposed to be the one that was supposed to win this election, but due to the way that he do not have the Igbo backups, even the
Mm,
so-called elders, that he does not even have their backup, so he's not seeing Obi becoming the president of Nigeria tomorrow. Now, and that is the man say he's supporting Obi, but he's not going to vote Obi because he knows that he cannot win. If not, to him, the person that is qualified is Obi, but he cannot vote Obi because it's just a waste of vote. He know that he will
okay.
not win.
All right.
Everybody have his
Brother
own
Falabi,
point.
what do you have to say? You can add.
Eh?
No, I say Falabi, the floor is open to you. You can talk.
Okay. Now,
Okay.
everybody.
Thank
Okay,
you.
everybody,
First of
everybody,
all, I want to hold on. I want to react to this last speaker that
Yeah.
said, because of what one man said about his assessment that Obi cannot win, does not make it authentic.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just one person. Yeah. Okay. So we lost that brother. You can continue, my brother Kele. Did you hear what he said? He
of
said
course, I
the opinion of one person does not determine the outcome of the entire Obi campaign.
Yeah, no, the Nigerian, everybody cut across every age, they want a change. We are looking for a better Nigeria. And because of the track record of former Governor Obi and his antecedent, the way he handled governance that time, endeared him to the youth that among all the politicians, not that he is a saint 100%, but then it can be sorted out to be the best among the equals. So everybody saw they found a sympathy in him because he's going to make their dreams of a new Nigeria come true. Now, there are many reasons I said it. Let me quickly chip it in. Number one, if Labour wins the election under Obi, I want you to know that Obi will not want Nigeria to scatter over his head. Number one, being an Igbo man, then being the first Igbo person that want to hold the flag for Nigerian presidency ever since after 1999. So he wouldn't want to do anything that will jeopardize the the homogeneity of Nigeria in politics.
Yeah.
Then number two, he will want to prove his name that he did it in Anambra, and also it is doable all over Nigeria. So my belief is that until the election is conducted, every opinion of other people is not the authentic one. What God has already started, no one can stop it. I believe, we are praying deliberately. If you see the caliber of people that surrounds him, if this man comes in, he will bring in professional people that it will correct a lot of things. Nigeria is already polarized on, in a tribal way. It has been bastardized by this what do we call it, this tribal sentiments, especially the nepotism of this present government. So that has killed the morale of people. So when Obi comes in, he's going to make his governor spread all over the country. So because of this, and then let me quickly, number 3 reason why I believe.
Can I come in a little bit? You know, like you said what the other brother said about something somebody said to him in the north, you know, is the opinion of one person. So can we also say that what you are saying now is your own opinion, you know? Or
yes, of course. Yes, you are right. It's my opinion. Yeah. He is entitled to his own opinion, but what I said too is my opinion. What I said was that nobody's opinion can predict what will happen until after the polls.
Yeah. Okay.
But because I'm obedient, because I believe in him, I believe in his vision, I will also be positive in my assertion and opinion. And I want my opinion to influence other people. In fact, if I have the opportunity, I will try to sell him, try to campaign for him, you know, to convince people why we should choose him, why Nigerians should vote him.
I admire your passion and patriotism, you know, and you know, the title of this video is IPOB versus Peter Obi, like the divide between those people who are still hoping for Biafra and you know, against any form of election, and threatening people in the southeast and you know, undermining election process in the southeast. So you know, from what you are saying and from the gains you are talking about, how do you see this playing in now? Because
affecting his chances.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You see, the issue of IPOB and Biafra it can never be swept under the carpet in this present setup in Nigeria. If you go back to it, you don't forget that Ojukwu, from whom this thing started, said something. In 1982, I remember, when, in 1999, 1983 or so, when, I've forgotten the year, when Shagari was the president of Nigeria, and he was given pardon. And when Ojukwu returned, I remember a broadcaster that interviewed him, and what he said that time was that they asked Ojukwu that, what do you think about this dream? Since now there is no victor, no vanquish. Ojukwu said, and I quote, he said, there is, among other things, there is the possibility that this is not the end of the matter. It is, I kept that thing in my head, I noted it that time. Now, the way our people are going about it, Obi has come out in the East. I will implore the IPOB and Biafra agitators now not to use their zeal. Let them give him a chance. Let them give Nigeria a chance. This time around, let them mellow down on the way they are making it difficult for him to make inroad, that people should not register. There is a window of a chance. That does not kill their dream and aspiration. Now, I don't believe in dividing Nigeria, but if it continues this way, you see, water will find its level. There is nothing you can do about it, because you can see now that Yoruba nation, they are making their own agitation. No, so many tribes, they are making their agitation. Now, you cannot say you can't kill Biafra dream. It's not possible. So unless you address it, But when President Obi comes in, I believe one of the major things he should do is restructuring of Nigeria. If he does that restructuring in a way that he can placate the Biafran agitators and the IPOB, I bet you, if everything is all the tribes are called together, they abrogate the 1999 constitution, which is a fraud that is being used to rule Nigeria right now. If that constitution, you are smiling, you think that it's not possible. Nothing is impossible. That constitution is not Nigerian people's constitution. So if it comes there through legislation, persuasion, and all kinds of effort, they can do the restructuring through constitutional means. Biafran agitation, it will go down. But for now, if they continue the way they are doing, it will affect the election. But mind you, when Buhari came in 2015, the Eastern vote was not added. They voted PDP. He still won. So that they didn't vote for Obi in the East, all of them, does not mean that he cannot win. If he can win in the West and can win in the North, so he can win some few states. By the time I believe that by the time the election is coming out and the fever is all over the place, they will mellow down when they see that their own.
No, what you are basically saying now is that oh, there's a problem with his this. So what he's basically saying is that after if the Obi doesn't win, that Biafra is going to continue or something like that. I don't know. So my brother, let's just round up. I want to close now. I'm giving you 2 minutes to round up with us. So thank you so much for joining.
Sister, good evening. Eh?
Good evening.
Yeah, I'm happy that you give me this opportunity.
Yeah.
I can see that majority of people speaking with you, they don't know politics.
Okay.
Politics is not played by sentiments. It's played by the number, not by sentiment, not by how can someone that cannot hold his own stronghold win presidential election. Obviously, when you go to Southwest, it is anyone can predict it that Tinubu will clear everywhere in the Southwest. When you go to North, it can be easily be predictable that it will definitely be a battle between PDP and APC. And the stronghold where he has opportunity to count bulk votes, that is where we are talking about crisis, that they could not even allow you to register for PVC. And without PVC, you can't vote. Look at the INEC, what is it called, breakdown. Southeast have the least voters card. As a matter of fact, a lot of people will not even go to INEC office to collect the voters card because they don't want to die. At the end of the day, where is the vote coming from? I don't want to say this one is better than this one or this one is better than this one. That is not the issue
I get your
evening.
point. Simple
That is not the issue this evening.
Yeah.
It's a very simple statistic. It's not about what is it called, emotion. Emotion doesn't win election. What win election is, the worst of what makes democracy even more interesting is that the professor and wheelbarrow pusher have equal votes.
Yeah, and if the IPOB people, like I'm titling this video, this divide is not even there, so he can actually hope that he will clear the southeast, and then you may have maybe the south and the middle belt,
Thank you. This is even an evidence that this is even an evidence that even the IPOB don't love Igbos. Yeah. If IPOB love Igbo, this is the right time for them to step down and make sure that they campaign vigorously to make sure that one of their own become the president. But what is happening? They are working against themselves.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, Nigeria constitution will not permit anybody to divide this country. The only way to hold on to power is what they are destroying.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you. I'm grateful that you give me this opportunity.
I think our brother have just concluded it. Thank you so much. Thank you. That was a good one to end the show. So my people, I want to thank every one of you. It's so long. You know, I've not done a video this long. You know, so people kept joining. It was very, very interactive. So yeah, you know, I thank everyone that joined. Thank you for your opinion. And yeah, we will see how I continue going forward. And I think I'll end this video here now. Hopefully by the grace of God, tomorrow I'll have time with you guys again. So, but until then, I want to say thank you so much. And if you sent me stars, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I couldn't see when the stars is coming in. I don't know, you know, if there's something I need to press, but I've not been seeing how the stars is coming in. But if you sent me stars, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. And you know, you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel and also to my Blessed On page. You can subscribe, and so when you subscribe, you support me on a monthly basis. And you can also send me stars. And on my YouTube page, on my YouTube, you can support me with thanks and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. So I appreciate every one of you. Do have a lovely evening and a great week ahead. And I'll see you guys by the grace of God tomorrow. Bye for now.